Imagine you've finally retired, you're sipping coffee on the porch, and then your doctor hands you a bill that looks like a phone number. Yeah, nobody puts that part in the retirement brochure. Here's the wild thing most people don't know. The average retired couple in America will spend roughly $300,000 on healthcare costs over the course of retirement. That's not a typo, that's just Tuesday when you're old and your knees have opinions. We tend to think of retirement savings as the finish line, but healthcare costs are basically the surprise toll booth at the end of the race. And unlike your Netflix subscription, this one actually gets more expensive every single year you keep it. So why does it cost so much more as we age? Your body, bless its heart, starts requiring more maintenance than a 1972 Cadillac with 200,000 miles on it. More prescriptions, more specialist visits, more procedures that have names you can't pronounce but definitely have to pay for. Medicare kicks in at 65, and a lot of people assume that means healthcare is basically free now, which is adorable. Medicare covers a solid chunk, but it does not cover everything, including dental, vision, hearing, and long-term care, which are basically the four horsemen of retirement budget apocalypse. Long-term care is where things get genuinely spooky, because about 70% of people over 65 will need some form of it. We're talking home health aides, assisted living, or nursing home care, and a single year in a nursing home can cost over $100,000 depending on where you live. The earlier you start planning for this stuff, the less terrifying it becomes, which sounds like obvious advice, but honestly most people don't start thinking about it until they're already 62 and mildly panicking. Starting in your 40s or even your 30s means you have actual time to build a cushion instead of frantically patching a sinking boat. One tool people overlook is the Health Savings Account, or HSA, which is basically the superhero of retirement healthcare planning because the money goes in tax-free, grows tax-free, and comes out tax-free from medical expenses. If you have access to a high-deductible health plan while you're still working, maxing out your HSA every year is one of the smartest moves you can make for future you. Supplemental insurance, sometimes called Medigap, is another piece of the puzzle worth knowing about, and it exists specifically to cover the gaps Medicare leaves behind. Think of Medicare as the main character and Medigap as the sidekick who catches everything the main character drops. Inflation hits healthcare harder than almost any other category, meaning costs don't just go up, they go up faster than general inflation year after year. So the plan you make today has to account for the fact that what costs $100 now might cost $250 in 20 years. Community matters here too, because a lot of people don't realize that local programs, veterans benefits, and state assistance programs can significantly reduce out-of-pocket costs if you know where to look. The information is out there, it's just scattered like a puzzle someone spilled on the floor. One common mistake people make is assuming their health will stay the same as it is right now, which is optimistic in a way that only ends in surprise. A realistic retirement plan builds in increasing healthcare costs over time rather than treating age 65 as the final number. Talking to a financial planner who specializes in retirement healthcare costs isn't a luxury. It's genuinely one of the better uses of your time and money before you retire. They can help you model out different scenarios, so you're not just guessing what future you is going to need. The honest truth is that healthcare in retirement is complex, expensive, and deeply unsexy as a topic, but ignoring it is basically writing a blank check to uncertainty. The people who thrive financially in retirement aren't the ones who got lucky, they're the ones who planned for the boring, uncomfortable stuff while there was still time. You don't have to figure all of this out alone, and actually you shouldn't have to. So if you want to dig deeper into how to protect yourself and your retirement budget from healthcare costs, check out the links in the description to learn more about what our company can do for you.